She goes on and tells her classmates that on December 21st, 2012, the world will end and all living things will disappear. Yushu does not intend to listen to the girl's childish fairy tales and throws a basketball at her head. The classmates could have fought, but the lesson starts and the teacher appears in the classroom. He announces that a new student named Xiangji will be joining the class from today. Yushu pays attention to the new student and immediately falls in love with her. He can't stop dreaming about dating her, but Sean sobered him up by throwing a ball at him. A little later, Yushu and Xenu discuss girls and try to come up with a romantic plan so that Yushu can get Xiangji's attention. The comrade is inexperienced in these matters, but recommends adding to his knowledge through romantic movies. Noticing that the boys are discussing melodrama, Zen mocks them, believing that Yushu is as callous as wood and incapable of love. He is rude to the girl in return, which causes them to start fighting, but Xenu calms down his classmates. At recess, Yushu tries to meet Xiangji but accidentally pours juice on the girl. Trying to apologize, he rushes after her, causing the pair to collide and fall. In the next class, he tries to apologize and asks the girl out by passing a note. Seeing this, Sen immediately reports it to the teacher, causing Yushu to be reprimanded again. After class, Yushu continues to try to get Xiangji's attention. He writes her a letter where he wants to explain his feelings and emotions, but the girl is not interested. She not only rudely rejects the guide, but also tears up his letter without even reading it. In the evening, Sen calls her mother and asks to transfer her to another school, but the woman does not see the point in this. The girl changed her place of study just a couple of days ago, moving to her aunt's house, and there is no other option, so she should calm down and not forget to take her medicine. On Monday, Yushu decides to try to talk to Sen again and apologize for being intrusive, but the girl doesn't recognize him as if she's seeing him for the first time. The guy tries to remind her what happened to them last week, but she doesn't remember anything and ignores him again. After class, Yushu and Jianu decide to follow the girl, not understanding what happened to her and why she is acting so strangely. Sen decides to join the guys, not only because she likes Jianu, but also because Xiang didn't even acknowledge her even though they are desk mates. After class, the trio follows the girl and finds her near an abandoned house. They try to talk to her and understand what's going on. Xiang rejects the comrades, after which she decides to confess and report her problems. As it turns out, Xiangji has post-traumatic stress disorder with short-term memory loss, causing her to forget everything and everyone from before that moment every Monday. The only people who are not affected are her mother and aunt, for they are family to her. After telling the truth, Xiang once again rejects her classmates, realizing that no one will want to be friends with her. Yushu sees this as a good thing and offers to be her friends for a week, reminding her of who they are each time. Determined to get Xiang's attention at all costs, Yushu begins to woo her. He buys pills, nuts, and mac soup to get the girl to give in and agree to become friends with them for a week starting on Monday. The three friends surround Xiangji with attention every day, offering to take walks, dance, and listen to music together. The girl continues to reject her classmates until one day she notices Yushu breaking his bicycle and injuring his finger trying to fix it. Xiangji gives in and agrees to be friends with the boy and his comrades, assuming it has a chance of success. Choosing a notebook to jot down all memories and important events, the pair went to the roof of the school where there is an abandoned planetarium. Yushu and Xiangji began spending time together, which Jianu and Sen immediately noticed. After finding their classmates in the planetarium, they suggested that they not reject them and become friends for a week. The foursome soon turned the abandoned planetarium into their bunker in case of an apocalypse. From that day on, they became inseparable friends, always ready to help each other in a difficult situation. Every Monday, Xiangji forgets her friends, but they help her remember. To do this, the girl uses a notebook and notes, and Yushu, Jianu, and Sen do everything to make the memories as vivid and memorable as possible. On one such evening, the friends decide to discuss future plans to see who wants to study and where. Xiang dreams of going to Beijing, and Sun is ready to follow him anywhere. Xiangji would like to become a psychologist, and Yushu doubts that he will pass the exam, but thanks to the girl, he started to study hard and wants to live in the city where she will study. A few days later, Yushu falls asleep during his last class, and his friends decide not to disturb him. Waking up, He finds a note and goes to the planetarium where a surprise was waiting for him. As it turned out, the guy has a birthday today, and his friends have prepared a special gift. He has to make 3 wishes, so he wishes everyone to get good grades on the exam and for Xiang to return to normal memory. Yushu doesn't have time to make the 3rd wish as they are spotted by the school security guard. Realizing that he might catch them and tell the headmaster, the 4 friends cut the power and escaped through the window. Separated, Jianu and Sun hide in the library, reliving a romantic moment, while Xiangji and Yushu run off to the swimming pool. Here, the pair fall in and get into an awkward situation, almost kissing. Xiangji prepares another small gift so that the guy can make a 3rd wish. He confesses his love to the girl and says that his most important wish is to always be by her side. Xiangji doesn't reciprocate and runs away, after which she cries bitterly. On Monday, her friends try to remind her again, but she doesn't understand what they want from her. As it turns out, Xiangji lost the notebook, thanks to which she remembered her friends, so she rejects them and does not want to communicate. Assuming that the notebook is in the planetarium, Yushu hurries there, but the door is locked with a chain and there is no access inside. Xiangji declares that she doesn't want to know the truth and is not going to be friends with him no matter what. The guy keeps looking for the notebook and even skips class, so Xiangji calls him and asks to meet him once face to face. She rudely rejects Yushu, feeling sympathy for her, and leaves feeling bad about what happened. The boy faints and soon finds himself in the hospital. Feeling guilty, Xiangji visits the boy, but her mother does not let her into the room and suggests that she forget about everything and concentrate on her studies. When she returns home, the girl makes entries in her diary, and it turns out that she remembered that Yushu was her friend but decided to reject him for fear of falling in love. Some time ago, she went to another school and befriended a girl named Suji. While playing the piano, someone broke a window with a basketball, and it turned out to be Yushu. Suji and Xiangji became best friends from then on, and soon the classmate fell in love with Yushu. In an attempt to help get the guy's attention, Xiangji broke her friend's bicycle so that Yushu would give Suji a ride to school. They soon became best friends, but that's in the past. After writing it all down in a notebook, Xiang hides it in a locked planetarium, hoping that sooner or later, Yushu will find out the truth. Jianu and Sin find the girl's behavior strange, so they conduct their own investigation. They soon find out that Xianji and Yushu went to the same school and have known each other for a long time. Moreover, Sun found one of their classmates, and he warned the students to stay away from Xiangji because she is dangerous and cunning. During the interrogation, the girl gives up and admits that she has no memory problems and doesn't need friends. For a week, she remembers and knows everything perfectly, and the only one with real memory problems is Yushu. Trying to explain her words, Xiangji recalls events that happened about a year ago. Xiangji, Suji, and Yushu were best friends and spent all their free time together. On a weekend, they decided to go on a picnic by the lake. While the guys set the table, the girls took a boat out to watch from the sidelines. Suji wrote a declaration of love to you and wanted to see if you read her note. Standing up to her full height, the girl almost flipped the boat over and fell overboard. Seeing this, she jumped in after her and tried to save her friend, but they both couldn't swim. Hearing the screaming and noticing what was happening, Yushu rushed to help. He tried to pull the girls out, but it was too late. As they began to go under, Yushu could only pull one of them out, and Xiangji was closer, so he pulled her out and Suji lost her life. Of course, Yushu tried to die after her as well, but he smashed his head and started to be in a lot of pain due to bleeding, and then he lost consciousness. When he woke up in the hospital, the painful memories were erased, and you forgot everything that happened to him the day before and also forgot everyone who was involved in the incident. Xiangji visited the boy, but he didn't recognize her, and his mother asked her to stop disturbing her son. At the funeral, the deceased friend's family and friends blamed Xiangji for the incident and kicked her out of the house. Soon, school children began to bully and humiliate the girl, believing Xiang to be a bad person who ruined friends' lives. After recovering, Yushu left for another city, and the girl continued to be abused. In this regard, she began a terrible depression, and even a psychologist could not help. Trying to solve this problem, Xiangji's mother agreed that she would move to another city and live with her aunt. The girl hoped to start her life with a clean slate, but was shocked when she met Yushu again, who never remembered her. She tried to lie, reject, and push the guy away, but she couldn't, becoming attached to him again as a friend and more. When Xiangji visited Yushu in the hospital, his mother again asked the girl to forget about him, and she took her advice, realizing that this would really be better. Gan abandon and prevent Yushu and Xiangji from communicating, shielding the guy from her in every possible way. In the evening, the friends meet on the roof of the school and wait for the end of the world, but luckily everyone stays alive. 6 months later, the exams have come, and students are preparing to graduate from school and go to university. After passing the last exam, Janu finally confesses his love to Tonet. Their feelings are mutual, but the guy delayed too long, causing the girl to go to university in Australia. Janu is not intimidated by the distance and is ready to dive on in, believing that no one and nothing will interfere with their love. The next morning, Yushu tells his friend that he intends to continue pursuing E and enroll in the same city as her. Ju asks her to forget about it and calls her a liar, causing a fight between the friends. As a result of the fight, they fall into the pool, and Yushu suddenly remembers everything that happened on that fateful day. Deciding to opt to Xing, the guy hurries to her house but is late as the girl packs her things and leaves. Returning to her mother, locked up at home, Xing hardly ever goes out, only occasionally visiting her late friend's grave. She feels lonely and looks at other people with envy, then floats in a boat in the middle of the lake, dreaming of leaving this world. Yushu, having failed to find his girlfriend, is also withdrawn and stops socializing with his friends. Soon, Gatu visits him to return a memorable photo of the 4 friends and to inform him that the planetarium will be demolished in the next few days. Yushu goes to his hometown and visits Suji's grave, where he meets her brother. The guy invites him to visit to experience this grief together. The parents of the deceased girl return Yushu their joint photos and her letter, after which they offer to stay for dinner. Father and mother ask Yushu to let go of the past and live in the present because you cannot blame yourself for the accident. After a difficult experience, he sends his diary to Xiangji, in which he confesses that he has loved her since the first day and met Suji only to get closer to her. After learning the truth and that the planetarium is about to be demolished, the girl returns to the city. The boyfriend is not home, so Xiangji hurries to the school where they used to spend time together. Hurrying to the roof, she realizes that the planetarium is closed and Yushu is nowhere to be found. The guy was sitting nearby and is genuinely happy that Xiangji came to see him. The couple promises each other to never forget the late and Suji, as she will forever be their best friend. At the same time, Yushu and Xiangji are in love and can finally be together without looking back on the past. In the evening, they meet up with their best friends and set off fireworks, enjoying it like children.